Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my first brew in the new house. We have the HOPCAT set up outside here and we're going to do a milk stout, a chocolate milk stout with a couple of vanilla pods in secondary. So the recipe I will put up here. Okay. I'm doing a full volume mash. And it's a 68 degree mash for an hour, a 1 hour boil. I've got a hop drop at 60 and I have lactic acid and cacao nibs to go in at 10, and then I'm just going to put it at the full temperature straight into my fermenter because I haven't got everything worked out with the hose pipe and all of that yet. So today hopefully it'll be a really quick video, just showing you how I do the various bits with the HOPCAT. So now what I'm going to do, while it's coming up to temperature, I'm going to fill my malt pipe. I'm going to put the grain straight into this malt pipe now, and when it's ready, when we're up to temperature, I'm going to just put the whole malt pipe straight in, nice and slowly, and that's my way of underletting into the HOPCAT. I find it works very effectively, so I'm going to do that again. Come along for the ride. Okay, so we're approaching temperature. I've set the mash for 68 degrees. I'm going to sit it at 68. Unfortunately, I've left all of my fittings and adapters for my HOPCAT at the old house in the man cave. So recirculating is probably going to have to be manually through the bottom tap. Really upset about that, but I'm going to go and try and find a fitting for the what's it called, BSP cam lock fitting. I might have one in a box in the garage, and if I have, I can make up just a pipe with the cam lock fitting. I'm hoping I can do that. If not, it is what it is. The grain's in the malt pipe over here. I haven't put the chocolate malt in because I'll put that in about 20 minutes before the end of the mash. So I'll speed this up, but you'll see me underletting now. Okay, so that's pretty much done. That was about 4 minutes it took to dough in. I'm going to leave the top screen off for now. I've got that the extendable malt pipe quite a long way out. Just going to let it settle in, then I'll check in a few minutes for dough balls and continue the mash. 20 minutes before the end of the mash, I'll chuck the chocolate malt in, bring it up to 75 degrees after the hour. Once it gets up to 75 degrees, I'll pull the malt pipe out, probably squirt a litre of water over the top just to, not a sparge, but just to rinse the grain a little bit, and put it on. So I managed to find a fitting and an elbow, and because the fitting here is actually a female, whereas I would need it to have a half-inch thread on the end. I think it's a thread? Barb on the end. So I've got a half-inch barb, I've got this corner piece, I have a way to recirc. Unfortunately, so I've just washed this pipe, but unfortunately it's the thick silicon pipe, so it won't fit in the hole for the lid. But I think the benefits of recirculating outweigh the loss of a small amount of heat out the side of the lid, so I'm going to put it just under the lid. Just like that. So we've got half an hour left on the mash. Okay, so I've taken the top screen off, put half a kilo of chocolate malt in. This is an EBC of 950, so you'll see I've just started the recirculation again. See the colour here? but then you see the color in the top here. This is already started to go darker. It wasn't as dark as yeah, that's definitely going dark already. So we've got 10 minutes of the mash left, and then I'll basically just set it to boil. When it gets to 75 degrees, I'll pull the malt pipe out, give it a little rinse with a litre or two of water, and then we're boiling. Okay, so I've just set it to boil. It's at 75 degrees. It's been at 75 degrees for about 5 or 10 minutes now. So I'm going to pull the grain basket out while the heat ups. I've also upped the power from, when I mashed I was at 400 watts. Then when I was raising the temperature up, it was at 1400 watts, and now I'm at 2400. So it should heat up reasonably quickly. I'm tempted to put it up to 2700 and then bring it down once the boil starts, but we'll see. Okay, and then I've got my 50 grams of East Kent Goldings, which I'm going to put in a hop sock, and it's a first wort hops. It's the only hop addition. It's just a bittering hop. Not getting any flavor from hops in this brew. So I'm going to lift that up, chuck it in, and it'll heat up from 75 degrees onwards with the hops in. Voila! Okay, so we've got 10 minutes left on the boil. 300 grams of cacao nibs going in, and half a kilo of lactose. So I'm going to get 10 more minutes. I'm going to leave it hot. I'm going to put it straight into the stainless steel fermenter, and that's the brew day done. Okay guys, so it's the next morning, and I've put the fermenter in the fermentation fridge, got the heat belt on it. Just come around and have a look in here. So I ended up with 25 in the fermenter, 25 litres. I've got the blow off tube just open at the moment. I'm going to have to seal that up. I'm going to put the bottle in with Star Sand. And so this is going to sit at 19 degrees for a week. Once it's fermented out, I'm going to put the cacao nibs and the vanilla pods in after soaking them in vodka, and then I'll leave it for another week and keg. Hope you've enjoyed the video guys, and I will see you on the next one.